Fredy scored a goal today, 63 for your Sounders career, third of the season. Can you kind of walk us through what you saw there in that goal?
Yeah, happy to reach a number. We just rebound inside the box. I took my chances and just kicked the ball. I mean, thank God it went into the net, but unfortunately didn't help the team.
Miles, go ahead.
Yeah, Shane, obviously disappointing loss. What are you guys present to right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was obviously a tough week, and Kansas City came in here with a pretty strong mentality. They came to win the game, and maybe just outdueled us a little bit. That's a veteran group over there, so we know we gotta. I think maybe this is a good turning point for us and a good sort of eye opener where we need to maybe raise our level up again and come back stronger for the next week.
Yeah, go ahead, Alonso.
Thank you, Alex. Fredy, how are you? I know it's a tough loss.
Doing good.
What do you think went wrong? You guys were obviously attacking, but Sporting City scored 3 goals and you guys won.
Yes, it's a tough opportunity for us when the other teams are coming here and they know that we're going to be open, we're going to be attacking the whole game, and luckily for them they scored the first goal, and it's tough for us to start chasing the game from them. They are a good team. They move the ball side to side, and I think it's a little difficult for us when we are running behind the ball.
Miles, go ahead.
Yeah, just anyone can take this. Just the importance of staying even keel. 13 games unbeaten streak. You lose that, you win, and just how important it is just to kind of ride the waves all the way around in a long season.
Yeah, it's MLS. We had a good run for 13 games, and this week was different. All these traveling, all these missing players that any team will love to have those players in their team, and we're trying to go with the flow. It's hard for us, but as Sean said, that we need to keep working hard, look forward, because the next opportunity we must win the game.
Alonso.
Thank you. Shane, I want to ask you, what was the indication from the coach when you subbed in the field?
Yeah, I think just we wanted to keep the press high. Obviously, I feel like we had 3 pretty athletic guys back there, so trying to keep Kansas City hemmed in. And I think if the game stays 2-1, it's really great. And I think there was some opportunities for us to kind of keep pressuring them and just keep them in like that cycle. But obviously, when they get the third, it just totally changes everything. And then obviously, then we go to 4 at the back, and we're just kind of chasing it at that point. So yeah, obviously, it's unfortunate that I feel like a couple of the goals were maybe a little bit soft. Yeah, we just gotta. But that's just it's a long season. There's ups and downs, and we really gotta dial in for next weekend.
Yep.
There's a couple more follow-ups. I'm going to go to Matt Winter, who has a few Zoom questions right now for me. We will come back to those of you in the room. Matt, go ahead with the Zoom questions, please.
Hey guys, thanks for doing this. We'll go to Felipe Maqueda. Go ahead, Felipe.
La pregunta es para Fredy. Fredy, siempre perder es en casa, se siente feo, pero me gustaría que nos dieras tus impresiones del partido. ¿Qué fue lo que le hizo falta a Seattle para poder ganar?
Hola Felipe. Yo creo que nuestro equipo siempre ha mostrado una solidez defensiva y partiendo de allí sabemos que en cualquier momento con la calidad de jugadores que tenemos en la parte ofensiva podemos marcar goles, especialmente cuando tienes el goleador del campeonato. Hoy empezamos perdiendo por 2 goles y yo creo que esa fue la mayor dificultad cuando juegas contra un gran rival y estos goles vienen muy fácil. Nos toca remar desde atrás y desafortunadamente jugamos en contra del reloj.
Thanks, Fredy. We're going to have Augusto translate translate really quick.
Gracias.
So the question was, hi Fredy, always losing at home is not nice, but can you give us your impressions about the game? The answer was, hi Felipe, we always have a very solid defense, and from there we can build up our game and go forward, especially having the top scorer of the season here with us. But today we started losing, and when you start losing, it's always difficult because you have to try to come back, and then we were starting to play against the clock, and we're risking more, so it makes everything more difficult.
Thanks, Felipe. I will go to Nico Moreno next.
Thank you. Freddy, ya con varias de las preguntas del partido que te han preguntado, me gustaría más bien hacerte una pregunta de tu carrera. Mañana ya cumples 34 años, si no me equivoco. Aún sigues jugando a un fantástico nivel. Hoy casi haces un gol de chilena. Habla un poco del momento en el que estás viviendo.
Nada, feliz. Yo creo que uno de los cumpleaños que estaba esperando desde hace mucho tiempo, disfrutarlo en Seattle, prácticamente con mis amigos, con mi familia, con el equipo que obviamente empecé mi carrera en la MLS. Y nada, hay que trabajar a la par de todos los muchachos que, como lo vieron el partido anterior, son teenagers y lo hace un poco más difícil, pero bueno, el talento y la mentalidad siempre están dispuestos para ayudar y estoy feliz obviamente de seguir jugando y de ayudar al equipo, ¿no? Dentro o fuera de la cancha.
Gracias, feliz cumpleaños, ahí temprano.
Gracias.
So the question was, hi Fredy, your career, can you talk a little bit about your career? You're close to be 34 years old.
You say 24.
Sorry, my mistake. Can you take a little bit about, you almost scored a goal today from a bicycle kick. So how are you feeling? What are your thoughts about that? So the answer was, I'm happy that I'm reaching this stage of my life. It's a birthday that I would always wanted to celebrate. It's particularly important for me because it's been a long time since I was here back in Seattle, and it's great to be able to celebrate this goal with my family, my friends, people that I started with my career here at the MLS, and it makes it very special. And from the game perspective, I love that I can keep playing. I love that I can keep contributing into the team inside the field and outside the field, and that makes me very, very happy.
Looks like we got one more from Zoom. We'll go to John Lupo from Babel.
Thanks, Matt. This is for both of you. After you scored, and Raul came very close to tying the game if it wasn't for that fingertip save by Amelia. And then after a good spell, it seemed like they took control of the game again, and then they got the third goal. Why do you think you guys weren't able to sustain the momentum of the goal and then the chances you had afterward for a longer period of time?
I think they did a really good job holding the ball, moving from side to side. That's a little frustrated on my side because as a striker you always want to keep possession of the ball, and the clock keep moving. Unfortunately, it was a mistake when they scored the third goal, and it was too bad for us to react after the 3-1 down.
All right, guys, we'll take a couple more here in the room, and then we'll get over to Brian. Jeremiah, I saw you next.
Yeah, Fredy, what can you tell us about what this last, 2 or 3 weeks has been like, where you've had, you've had a ton of injuries, a bunch of absences, teenagers, calling guys up every week. I mean, what has been the mood like, and did this feel like a little bit of a letdown from kind of maybe the mood up until now?
Well, the mood of the team has been fantastic. I mean, we are building from the players that we have in the squad right now, knowing that we are missing a lot of players that they are really important for us. But at the same time, our mind is working hard with the players that we have here, knowing that the winning mentality is not about 11 players. It has to be for all the players in this team. And this last week was tough, but we need to keep growing from this, head up, looking forward on the next game and knowing that it's an amazing opportunity to overcome all of this.
Okay, last one. John, go ahead, close us out.
For either of you, and I guess to some degree for both of you, do you feel that there was anything different that you saw from Sporting Kansas City that you've seen from any other team this week, both from their offense, Shane, dealing with defensively, and Fredy from their defense, defending you and covering the attack?
No, I mean, I think they did what teams are starting, it's no secret. I mean, it's pretty obvious what teams are trying to do to us. They keep guys high and wide, and they try and switch the ball really fast and try and hit us on the counter. And, to be fair, they did a pretty good job, but I mean, goals change games. And, I think we were right in the game until the third goal, and obviously, it was just an unfortunate goal. It was a goal that I feel like we haven't been conceding goals like that this year, except for, maybe like Vancouver game. I feel like when we're solid defensively, it's been really good, but teams are starting to do this. We started to see it, I think, really in that Vancouver game, and since then Colorado, Houston. I mean, everyone's trying to do the same thing, and now it's about us like really making sure the press is good and keeping teams hemmed in, so that that's how we counteract that, by keeping them pressed. It's a tough pill to swallow, hearing them celebrate, but they're a good team. They're a measuring stick team, and so we got to bounce back.